Hey, this is Create TV. I have something really fun to share with you today. I'm going to show you how to create this pattern. This particular pattern is 12 inches by 12 inches, so it would fit a scrapbook paper. The normal standard scrapbook paper size. Before we can create the pattern, however, we have to create a small template, a pattern template that we can repeat. So we'll start with that step first. We'll begin with a new file document, 4 inches wide, 4 inches high, and click OK. I am immediately going to change the background. So I'm going to go up to the top bar to the word Edit. I'm going to come down to the word Fill. Now, where you see the contents, you could elect to do several things. At this stage, we're going to choose the word black. Now, our template background is black. And we're going to cover that with a custom shape, or we're going to place a custom shape in there. But since this is going to be a repeating pattern, I want the shape to be placed fairly symmetrically. I want to center it. So we're going to do a couple of things to help center this. Go to the top bar again to the word View. Now, come down to the word rulers, and mine were already open. So let's say this, if your rulers are not, if you do not see the ruler, then you go to Window, View, Rulers. Now, I'm going to put two guides in here, a horizontal guide and a vertical guide. This square is 4 inches wide by 4 inches tall. So I'm going to be placing my guides at exactly 2 inches vertically and horizontally. First, I had to pull out the guide, however. Go to View, come down the drop-down menu to New Guide. Then you'll see that you can either select a vertical or a horizontal. And it's positioned at 0 inch, which means right on the left side. And we'll do it one at a time. Okay, there it is. Now, to move that to the center, the Move tool has to be selected. That's the arrow at the top of the toolbar. Now, just grab that and bring it so that it's centered exactly over the 2. On the rulers, you'll see it. Okay, now we're going to pull out a new guide for horizontal. Okay, there it is, again at 0 position, and we're going to bring it down to 2. You can see it over here on this side of the window. All right, now then, we're ready to create a custom shape, and then we'll be able to center it right over these guides. The custom shape tool is beneath the network of shapes. Normally, the rectangle tool is on top in the shapes. The shape tool is beneath the type tool. Rectangle is normally on top. There's a small arrow to the right, lower right. You click on that, and you'll find that you can either create a rectangle, a rounded rectangle, an ellipse, a polygon, a line, or a custom shape. The custom shape is the very last one, and it looks sort of like a blob. So we're going to click on the custom shape tool in the toolbar. But in order to use this custom shape tool, we have to go to the options bar, and conveniently, since I've just done this, all of my options are set correctly. But let's say that this was blue and I didn't want a blue flower. Well, then I would go up here to the options bar and select the color where the word says fill. I am selecting the third pink on the next to the last row, and that is actually it. Okay, there I have it. It's a real hot pink. That's the color. I am not going to use a stroke, so there is the red line diagonally over the white rectangle for where the stroke would be chosen. At the end of the options bar on the right end, there you'll see the word shape, and then there's a window. You click on that drop down menu and you can see the shapes, the different custom shapes. We're going to use one of the default custom shapes. It is flower 5. It's very close. It's actually the first flower. If your custom shapes are showing themselves the way mine are. Okay, so let's click on flower 5. Now we're just going to hold down the shift key so that we can maintain the proportions, and it will be the same width as it is height. Now, okay, now I dragged out, I just clicked and dragged. Now to move this toward the center, you go to the move tool, which is the arrow at the top of the toolbar. Click on that and just drag it. Now, this is a little bit too big. So I'm going to hit Control, or if you have a Mac, Command, Control T to and then I'm going to hold down. I hit Control T. I held down the Shift bar while I adjusted it. After you make a size adjustment, you'll have to apply it. So you'll click on the Move tool, and then a dialog will come up, and you click to apply it. All right, now you can see that I have centered what something. Okay, this is gotten off center. Let me get that back where it belongs. The guide is off center. All right, now I'm back. So I'm selecting that custom shape. Now I'm going to center it both vertically and horizontally over the guides. Now then, I'm ready to apply a style to it. So I'm going to go up to the word window on the top bar, and I'm going to pull out the styles panel. So I'll come down the drop down menu and click on styles. These are the styles, and my default styles are showing. I'm going to use the overspray style, which I until recently thought could only be black and white, but the overspray style is dependent upon the color of the shape that you are overspraying. In this case, I have used a hot pink custom shape so that when I click on this overspray, I'm going to have this white spattering or this spatter paint effect over that hot pink. Now then, I'm going to now prepare this to be used for a pattern. So I go to the word edit on the top bar. From the drop down menu, I come down to the word that says define pattern. Now then, you can name that whatever you want to name it. This says pattern 1. You just need to remember what that pattern was named, because we're going to use it for the next step. Click OK. Now we have to go back and create a new document. And as I said before, I'm creating this 12 inches by 12 inches so that it's the size of the standard scrapbook paper. And I'm clicking OK. Now I'm ready to cover this background with the pattern. So I will go to Edit on the top bar. I will go to the word Fill, and if you remember Contents Use, while ago we selected black. This time we're going to use the drop down menu again, and the word Pattern. We'll select the word Pattern. Now then, you go down to you click on the drop down arrow just to be sure, and you find the pattern that you just created. And mine said pattern 1. I've already done this once before today. Click OK, and there is your repeated pattern on a 12-inch by 12-inch scrapbook paper type document. Okay, this is Create TV. I have lots of neat things to show you. In fact, I'm going to show you how to do this again, and we're going to apply one more step. We're going to apply the blending mode to the template before we create the pattern. But and then I have many other Photoshop tutorials ready for you, as well as some painting and drawing tutorials and cartooning. So I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel, and I hope that you'll like the channel. And if you need to email me if you have a question, please don't hesitate to do that. Thank you very much. This is Create TV. This is Jackie Kellum. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.